How would you feel if a private text you send your friends were stored in a database where people have full access to them? This is what happened with the NSA when Edward Snowden leaked information on the agency. I believe every US government employee must uphold the Constitution and make public every information that violates people's constitutional rights. To begin, Edward Snowden is a United States citizen and he was a subcontractor for the National Security Agency. He first worked for the Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, and then for the NSA in Japan and Hawaii. Snowden started noticing government programs that involved the NSA spying on American citizens for their use of phone calls and internet. At work, he decided to collect important documents that would show that the NSA was violating people's rights of privacy. He decided then, in 2013, to leak top-secret information on the NSA's surveillance activities. Before leaking the information, he flew to Hong Kong in May 2013 to be secure from U.S. jurisdictions. He was charged for 2 counts of violating the Espionage Act and the Privacy Act. He seeked asylum across the globe and has been living in Russia since. Snowden was accused of treason under the Privacy Act and Espionage Act, but his acts are also protected under the Fourth Amendment. The Privacy Act states that any officer or employee of an agency that has access to agency records that contain secret information cannot expose it without being guilty and being fined not more than $5,000. Under the Espionage Act, he is guilty of having given unauthorized communication of national defense information and for willfully communicating information of a classified intelligence with an unauthorized person. In Snowden's case, he gave classified information from the NSA to a journalist who published the documents to the world. These points can all be argued, but I believe that the Fourth Amendment should be more considered as the NSA violated people's basic rights by storing our internet and phone call information. The Fourth Amendment clearly states that people are secure from unreasonable searches and seizures without a warrant. The NSA violated this as a search for phone and internet use. Earlier this month, a federal court finally ruled that the phone collection program the NSA ran was illegal. Many people, including me, believe that he is not guilty and that he did the right thing by exposing the NSA. I personally would want to know if there's an organization that is stalking all of my phone calls and my internet usage. Legally, Snowden swore that he would protect the Constitution when he started working at the NSA. By exposing the NSA, he held up to his promise. It's similar with the US military, when a member is not required to follow an unlawful order. An employee of the NSA, CIA, or other intelligence community should report information that includes lawbreaking from both the agency itself or the employees. The NSA violated the most basic of our nation's laws, and we should be the ones being judged, not Snowden. This matches the latest ruling of a federal court. When they were asked if they had violated the Fourth Amendment, they argued that they hadn't, that it was based on reasonable suspicion, when it really wasn't. As we seen before, while exposing the document from the NSA, Snowden violated the 2 acts, Espionage and Privacy Act. Snowden can be seen as a traitor to the United States as he leaked classified information from an intelligence agency. The Espionage Act was rarely invoked before President Obama took office, and since he was president, he used it 7 times. When an act is rarely used, it shows that it's an extreme case when it is invoked. The way Obama uses the act makes it seem less important, and that it should not be applied to Snowden. Another point that could be argued against Snowden was that he wasn't a good patriot. Usually, a good citizen will protect the United States, and classified information that can harm people will be kept a secret. Snowden wasn't a good patriot as he willingly exposed information on the NSA that could make the United States more vulnerable for an attack on another country. It exposed the tactics that the US military uses on other countries, and it shows other countries the information the US hold about their country. Edward Snowden's case is similar to Julian Assange's case. Assange created WikiLeaks for people to publish leaks while having their identity a secret. The key to WikiLeaks is not giving away information, but hiding people's true identities so that they cannot be judged for what they leak. As the website grew famous, he received many US military and diplomatic documents to leak, but he didn't have enough time to review them all and protect the people's identity before the publishing date, but he still did. Assange fled the US to avoid prosecutions, and the website still exists to this day. Snowden's acts are similar to his. They both wanted to expose the constitutional and human rights violations from the US government. I strongly believe every U.S. government employee must uphold the Constitution and make public every information that violates people's constitutional rights. The most important role of our government is to protect the Constitution and maintain our citizens' rights. As such, our government must maintain high standards under all circumstances, and it is everyone's responsibility to expose violations. As described in the Declaration of Independence, our government is instituted to secure our basic rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.